Yo,
But,
yo,
what's up?
football. Getting ready for it.
I can't. Is that why you wanted
Yeah.
to do this early?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta get this. Yeah, I gotta get this done. And then the game come on. We playing tonight. You can see
I
I'm all
can't.
ready. You know, got all my jersey
We
on
see.
in the house.
They see. They see
Yeah,
that you're ready
in
here.
in the house.
They see that you're ready.
I
Well,
can't go
thank you
to the
so much
game.
for your time. Did you ever watch the episode?
Yeah, no, I didn't see the episode. When did the episode come on?
I sent you the episode privately, and then it's on. Okay. You
Well,
will
I
have to
was
watch.
there, but see, I was there though. So
I know, but you didn't see the final cut.
I know the questions.
Don't worry about it.
I
It's
know
fine.
everything you asked me. I got to see the final cut. Like, whichever cut it was, I said something.
You said a lot of things, but we're gonna focus on the things that really resonated with people because people were hitting me up on the side. So we filmed this back in November when you used to live in LA.
Yeah, yeah.
And so fast forward, I think the pandemic kind of warped time for everybody. What have
Ooh.
you been working on since we last filmed this?
Well, what have I been working on? Nothing. I've been in the house.
Okay.
You
I feel
know,
like you've been working on things though. You haven't been working on anything?
I mean, the businesses I have and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
as far as stand up, no stand up.
Yeah.
We're just doing a radio show. We're trying to help people register to vote.
Yeah.
Get this whole thing out the way, and then we'll see about that. I probably won't go back on the road till next year, sometime like that.
Right. Because I was
till they
actually
get a vaccine.
perfect transition because I was thinking about like the radio industry was affected, comedy and performing was affected. What has that adjustment been like, right? Because now you're doing radio at home?
Ooh, what that adjustment been like? I mean, you live alone, and it just be quiet. There's be a lot of quiet time, but I had a lot of time to reflect, had a lot of time to think about a lot of different things, about the past, been reading books and, spending a lot of time, talking to family. I've never talked to my mama this much in my life.
That's your girl.
Yeah, my mom, we've been talking, granny, just having laughs with them and, man, really just putting a lot of things in perspective, like what's important. And then you don't realize how much you've been going for so long till you can't do it no more.
Right.
Like you can't do nothing. I was like, man, where would I be right now? Oh, that's right. I'd be on a plane going somewhere to tell some jokes. That's what I'd be doing.
Right.
But now, now we're focused just to sit here. So
right. No, when I remember leaving New York because it became an epicenter and I went to my mom's house for 4 months. I slept for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks. I was just like, I don't know what to do.
Right. You didn't know what to do, what you were gonna do. I mean, it was so strange. It was just odd. It was not even, it was one of those things like, oh my goodness, what is going on? But, thank God I'm healthy. We still got health. We wake up every day. We're grateful, got housing, over our heads, food to eat. So, it's the simple things that you just put in perspective.
Right.
That's all this is about, really. It just put some things in perspective.
One clip that resonated was you had talked about depression and battling that when you were younger. And, I think a lot of us, as far as Black people, we're dealing with a pandemic within the pandemic, right? So not only are we dealing with the pandemic, like then Black people are like our bodies are getting killed.
Right.
What insight would you offer anybody that for someone that's come from that place of having dealt with depression and even having suicidal thoughts?
Oh, that place. Well, the fastest way out is to be grateful. I think I had to really realize about how much my family loved me. I had to really think about what I love the most in life. I had to think about all those different things to fight through that because it's that alone feeling, and then it's the thoughts, and it was like, the way my family structure was at that time, I thought it would just be better if I just wasn't here. I think that everybody would stop fighting. It was a really stupid logic, didn't make any sense. But then once I got to the point to where, I realized that it's the gratitude. It was the grateful. It was it's okay to be loud and crazy and funny and be your natural self. and I had to accept that part. And then that's when I started coming back to life. It was a slow process, but I had got back to it. I used to always make up these songs and stuff. I wasn't doing that anymore. I went back to doing that. I went back to hanging out with my buddies. I went back to playing football. I went back to playing basketball. I started finding all the joys, anything that brought me joy to keep me out of it, because it was one of those things that just kept me in a place of positivity versus being in a place that was negative. I had to really focus on just positive things. There was no room for anything negative, no arguments, no nothing. And then I really had to get back to God. I really had to get back to what was my purpose, finding that part out. And then before I knew it, I looked back, we were long past those days,
Were you able to, did you tap into some of those things when you were younger for your times during the pandemic? Because
Yeah.
I don't think we've never dealt with this before. So I know,
No.
when I felt like I was good, I wasn't good. And I was going in and out of those moments.
Yeah. No. I've been fine. I've been good. I've been in here. Look, I work from home. I work right from home. This is where I work at. Ta-da! I work right there, sitting right here at my office. I don't know if they wanted
to see your microphone, Pierre.
I don't care if they did or not. I showed it to them. They know I'm working from home, so I can't leave. So I have to run around here and do stuff.
Right.
I be around here just clowning. I turn the music on real loud. Have a jam session one night. I be having like concerts. Like I may put on, an artist. I put Usher on or something like that and just listen to Usher for about an hour and a half, and I just sit there and sing Usher. So like I'm in concert. Go ahead, Usher. Oh no, you ain't did this, Usher. No, you have to have some imagination. Come on, man. Oh no, not Luther. Not Luther tonight. Luther tonight? I had to put a whole concert schedule tonight. Man, I'll be damn. Jodeci playing. We got Jodeci tonight. And you have to do that.
Yeah.
Then, cooking. Cooking. That's like, I do that maybe a couple times a week.
Yeah.
Find a little fun stuff to do, man. You know, I'm cool with me. I don't need no help being me. It's just you got to find out and be in tune with who you are as a person. If you don't like yourself, it's gonna be hard in the pandemic. If you don't like yourself, but if you're in love with you, man, it's easy. Singing in the shower. I ain't put a suit on in I don't know how long, so some days, you just, figure it out. My outfits ain't been matching, I ain't did none of that.
I mean, we're getting half dressed for Zoom calls. Like, unless
I ain't got no shorts on now. I'm just sitting here.
Are you serious? Like,
no, I'm not serious.
I'm not serious.
I'm just saying. He said we getting half dressed for Zoom calls. Sitting here now.
I mean, shit, I've done it before. So
no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that, GP. No, I'm just.
I've done it. I have no shame. I've done it, but you haven't seen
I like the way you just said, "Are you for real?" Gotcha.
I was like, "What?" Free comedy for y'all. Free comedy. There you go.
All day long. But yeah.
How so I remember Chappelle. Did you see Chappelle's 846? Like, it was like a 20-minute.
Yeah.
But he did it in Ohio where he lives.
Yeah,
and
outside.
It was outside. Yeah. How do you reimagine comedy shows to be? From like the venues where people pull up, like cackling, to like, I don't know if I want to be inside for this anymore.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do that. I have no idea what it's gonna look like, because the one thing about comedy is it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
It's personal. Comedy is a dance between you and the audience. It's personal. It's up close and front. The reaction is immediate. The gratification is immediate. I don't really know how it looks when you do a comedy show and everybody in the car. So now we ain't laughing no more. They're just honking horns, flashing lights at you. I mean, what is it? I don't know. I'm not saying it can't work. I'm just saying I don't know if that's for me. I'm a personal people person. Some comedians don't care. They'll get up there and just do it, But I'm about the craft, the art of it. I like the whole backstage feel. I like the camaraderie. I like walking out and seeing all the fresh faces and, You know, that part is hard to imagine without being, you know, in an open room with comedians. It's
Yeah.
hard to imagine. You know, like I can't see that life. I mean, you know, like even the, you know, what the Chappelle did. You know, and what Chappelle was doing wasn't so much more about comedy. It was pointing out the situation.
Yeah.
You know, and how we feel, and like you know, like all he did it in the middle of all the protesting that was going on. And you know, like you know, that same part was like, where are all the celebrities at? That's not the celebrities part. That's what Chappelle was saying. Like, hey, the people talking. You know, ain't nobody bigger than the people. When the people talking, hey, that's not our role. You know, we have different ways we fight and protest and stuff. You know, I fight every morning on the radio. You know, that we try to make change through radio. That's my contribution. That's what we do. We keep this in the forefront. Keep the conversation in the forefront. You know, everybody has a position to play,
Hmm.
you know, and it's just my job to play my position,
But I
you
think
know.
the way the setup was, like, I think it could be reimagined if that might be a temporary wave of having comedy shows,
Yeah,
right? You
right.
know.
That could be a temporary way. I mean, you know, if you mark off a certain section, you know, then you know, we got to talk about, you know, the economics of it now.
Well, yeah, because you're not going to be able to do full capacity,
No,
but y'all going to expect your full rates, like,
no. They're not gonna give me my full rate right now. They've already tried, and
you
that's
gonna
it.
still
Just
pay me my coins,
they're not gonna give it to you.
right?
They can't. I mean,
Well, right, they
if
wouldn't
they
be able to.
do it, then they're gonna have to charge the customers more
Astronomical
money.
prices. That's not going to be
Yeah, that's
realistic.
not gonna be. And then y'all gonna be like, hey, I'm not paying that. You know,
Mm-mm.
then it's, you know, so you start looking at the economics of it. So it's
Yeah,
somewhere in there. We're gonna have to find out how we're gonna make that work.
right,
You know, how they're gonna do that. You know, and
right.
that's just a matter of time. Now, right now, this is a temporary fix. This is not gonna be the end of it. I think there are people who are smart enough to figure out how we're gonna do this,
Yeah.
who's gonna do what, you know, and you just have to wait, you know, because you know,
Uh,
like flu season coming up.
I know. You know, so funny.
You see?
I caught the flu in March last year from like being on Ricky's boat. Shout out to Ricky, by the way. He was like, "Yo, this is a great show. I got to
Yeah.
pull up because he saw your clips." Uh,
Oh,
and so I didn't know flu season was in the fall because I had caught my shit in March, and I was
yeah.
like,
You thought it could be, you know, you thought it was. Oh my God, this is it.
I
Oh,
was like, I don't know.
tell my mom I love her. Oh,
Oh, I was
yeah,
woman down like
yeah.
for 3 days.
You was
That
on
shit
your way
was tough.
out. Yeah, you was on your way out. Oh
I
my
was.
God, this it.
That shit was tough. I had nobody to
Make
take
sure
care of
Georgette
me.
after dark gets her Oscar.
I had no family members down there.
Yeah,
It was rough. It was definitely rough. But something I thought about as you were talking about with comedy, something else that you said in the interview. So Steve plucked you out of obscurity, for lack of a better word, right? Like you wondered how like he chose you out of everybody else to
yeah,
go on tour.
yeah,
How are
yeah.
you? I mean, pandemic aside, like how are you looking at uplifting those that are coming in, like ushering new comedians in?
Right. You know, I have a group of guys, you know, that I've worked with, and they get to open up the road for me. You know, I enjoy helping young comedians because I see myself in them. I see that hunger, that desire to want to be great with this, man. And man, you know, they call me, you know, and you know, they finding ways, you know, now that everybody's leveraging social media. You know, everybody is using social media now to keep their presence, which is smart.
Hmm.
You know, they're smart for doing that, you know, and I think that they have a chance to be the generation out of the pandemic that really makes a whole difference because they're going to be the ones that's speaking about this whole. You're going to hear some of the pandemic jokes when y'all come out of this because people are going to talk about all the stuff they've been doing while they have been in the pandemic.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, you know, it's just the natural cycle of comedy. It's just the fact that this is the one time everybody going through the exact same thing. I don't
Yeah.
care if you got money or you ain't got money, whatever
Yep.
we got. Everybody, everybody. You know,
Hmm.
what's so funny? It was so funny. You know, I was in Dallas. You know, and it's just funny how the messaging from TV. goes all the way down to everybody, right? So I was at this McDonald's, and this homeless guy, you know, was there, and I had my mask and everything, but I had it under my chin. And I just say, "Hey man, you want something to eat?" First thing he said was, "You're supposed to have mask on." Even the homeless dude he was concerned about me not having a mask. You're supposed to have your mask on.
Well, just because he's homeless doesn't mean he ain't
No,
hearing.
no, I'm just saying. That's why I'm telling you, the information goes from there all the way down. He was disappointed in me for not having my mask on. I asked him, was he hungry? You supposed to have your mask on. That
I'm
was
not
the
mad at that.
message. Yeah, I never know that either. I was like, look at this. The messaging go all the way down.
I'm
You
not mad
know,
at
and
that.
it was,
I'm not mad.
but it was it was just one of the things where, that's the humor, the type of humor that you will find coming out of these moments.
Yeah.
It's just stuff that just odd. It was. I'm concerned about his health. He concerned about mine. If I should have had my mask on.
Humanity, though, like we just need to be a
Yeah.
little more humane. What did the pandemic force you to prioritize? Like, I feel like with your life anyway, like living with sickle cell, you've already kind of been ahead of that.
Yeah.
But
Being more present with my family. I think that's the first thing I got out of it. Yeah, really, really wanting to be involved. Like my nephew's a senior this year. He's playing football. I really want to watch some of his games this year. He's been playing, he's been asking me, and I just been booking, and going and going. Like, yeah, man, I get over there to that.
he's in
And
what,
just
Dallas in
supporting them.
Texas? He's in Texas?
No, he's in Houston, yeah. Houston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Houston. And so, that became a priority, like my mom and just being present, man. Just the absence, it's got to be more than just a holiday season. It's got to be more than that. What's the reason you can't do it? I mean, there's no reason I can't.
Right.
I just thought I
It's the
had to go out
shortest.
here and, yeah, I just had to go out there and say, hey, I gotta work. I gotta work. I gotta go to work. Because I have 4 weeks of vacation I don't even use.
Oh, you had
Yeah.
frozen. What did you just say?
Yeah, I was saying I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
I said, and it don't have to be like that. And plus I have 4 weeks of vacation I don't even use. And that's what it's for. That's why they give you that time off to go spend time with your family. You don't have to just do it. And so, to come home at least twice a quarter to see him play in his football games.
Yeah.
He really needs that support. And so I think that it just became a priority of just me and my family, just having my family as a priority, because I didn't get to see them but maybe twice a year.
Right.
Right. And it's just
Um,
Thanksgiving and Christmas.
right. And then people lost loved ones,
Right.
It's just I think Chadwick's death turned up mortality for real. We were like, wait, what? So then you think about, what haven't I been doing? Who haven't I been in touch with? Who do I need to love up on more? Family, friends, loved ones.
Yeah, all of them, all that. My friends are my family. I mean, a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, even my boys back home in Houston. Seeing them and getting together, not necessarily to go out and hang out and wild out, but spend time with each other, spend time with their kids. Their kids know me, but they don't really know me. They just know me when I come in. It's like, you radio dude. That's not like, yeah, I'm your uncle. Don't worry about that. Well, you'll learn all about me in a minute. And now they've got to see me a few times. They understand who I am. The dad told them stories about me, and now they know. But it's important for us to get together just for the solidarity of our friendship, that doesn't suffer. That, hey, man, we don't lose what started it all back when we were all 18. We're 42 now. So, we still have not got together and had like the family weekend trips, or, the spousal trips, or, all those type of things, the barbecues and all that. We just don't get to do that enough. And that's just resonating through my mind, is that, hey, we need to do this more.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
fading this out because you keep looking over at your TV, I feel like, for your game. You're going to get to your game, kid.
No, I wasn't. The game don't come on till 8:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gotta make wings and stuff and all that stuff. Get
Oh
ready
my
for you.
gosh.
This game is
Uh,
open at night. Do you not know we ain't had no sports since March? You don't even watch sports, so it didn't even matter. It didn't even make a difference. Yeah,
I,
you don't even
I
watch
I
sports.
still don't know. I don't understand the game of football.
Yeah,
You know that. I
yeah,
don't.
you still don't. I forgot that, man. Never mind.
Oops.
It doesn't
I don't
even.
get it. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you don't get it. You have no idea. Oh
I
gosh,
have
that's
no
so
clue.
crazy.
And I'll still smile and be
Yeah,
like,
you have
you
still
know,
don't.
do y'all need anything?
Still have no clue. Yeah,
Um,
golly.
your philanthropic work is really big for you. And you were supposed to do your walk, your 5K walk in June. It got pushed to September. And then it got pushed back again. In my mind, like, I'm not going to lie, I was just like, is Texas going to
Yeah.
still say yes to him doing this walk a
No,
week from
they
now? And
they
so,
canceled it. They canceled it last Friday.
yeah. But how are
Yeah,
you
the
continuing
governor
to
state
inspire
council.
through your philanthropic work with Kier's Hope and just kind of letting people know how they
Well,
can
you know,
support?
I work in, Cures Hope. I work with BeTheMatch.com. I do a lot of work with Be The Match. You know, I think the best way for us to do it right now, socially distanced and everything, is just to keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
You know, Be The Match is committed to finding 10,000 African American donors. You know, we need African American donors bad, because the key to this whole thing is a match, right? And they say match for us in sickle cell. It's a bone marrow transplants, which could help a lot of kids with sickle cell. But you have to be the match, though. You have to. It's got to be damn near identical. Okay, blood type, all the different things that they look for. It's got to be almost identical, and it's very hard. But because we're only 4% of the registry, we're a very low number. You know, as far as African Americans, so in the whole registry would be the match. Only 4% of them are African American, and we just have to change that because we could save so many different, not just sickle cell, but with lupus, leukemia. There's so many different things that we could do if we just had matches. And so I've committed myself to that. I've worked with I met some amazing kids with sickle cell. I think that now I'm gonna start something where we get to keep the conversation going, even though the walk is canceled. I have a few people I would like to talk to that are some amazing people. See, once you meet these people and they find just like you just have sickle cell, and you can get an understanding. There's nothing wrong with them. They just need some help. That's it. And that is a big part of who I am. Because you can't, if they don't have a vision of what it looks like to be successful, all the images they get is that we're bad people. Nobody cares about us. That's the message. That's just the message. And I keep trying, my job is to change that whole image. That's what I work towards. That's why I'm always happy. That's why you always see me clowning around. That's why you see it on my job and all stuff. Because they got to get those images. So, because, like they tell them, well, you got sickle cell. You can't be a doctor. You can't be a lawyer because, it takes too much study time and you might not make it out because you have sickle cell. All these negative, you can't be a firefighter because you have sickle cell. These are all negative connotations. You can't tell people with sickle cell what they can't do. See, some of the strongest willed people on earth. If I gave you a sickle cell crisis for about a day, you die. You wouldn't even make it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't make it. You wouldn't even know what to do with that type of pain. I'd say I'll take it back. Because I've been doing it longer than you. I've been having these crises all my life. But it didn't stop anything I wanted to do. And so that's the part that we're working on, is just trying to change that image.
Yeah. Yeah. Lastly, how can they support your foundation, find you, and all the things that you're working on?
All the stuff I'm working on. You can, first of all, you can find me first thing in the morning from 6 to 10 on the Steve Harvey Morning Show every weekday, Monday through Friday. Find me there first.
Come on,
Then
plug.
after we fit, you got to, boss might be watching. I got to let him know I'm still part of the team. And then after that, you can find me at Junior SHMS on everything. That's Facebook. That's on Twitter. That's on Instagram or whatever else you're looking for me on. Just JUNIOR SHMS. And then if you're looking for my foundation, it's kiershope.org. That's KIERS, hope.org. And you can find out all things that we're doing in the communities and find out about the foundation. And if you want to support and jump in, we'd be glad to have you in any capacity you want to contribute to. That's what we're doing.
That is what's up. I appreciate you. Thank you.
GP, thank you so much. I enjoyed it.
Thank you for your time. Go to your football game and to cooking your wings.
Yes. So Texans, let's get it. First
Yes.
game of the year. What?
Bye, Kier.
Night, here we come. Yeah. And you gonna watch the game tonight, GP? No? Probably not. Okay, cool. It's all right though. Well, thank you so much.
Unless like you were in my ear telling me what I was watching.
I can't do that right here. I got. Come on now. I got to watch this tonight. I'm sorry. I can't do it without it.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, we'll get together.
Because you promised me that eons ago though.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? Look, pandemic hit. I'll be damned. But you know what, GP? Can I say this though? I'm so proud of you and the work you do.
Thank you.
And the way you do it for people, the professionalism, she got people, y'all. This is what I want people to know. She got people, okay? She does not play. She does this by the book, okay? I was like, I thought I was going to talk to GP. No. Somebody else asked me what time we was doing the interview. Bougie, she don't even want to talk to me? Oh, okay.
Nope.
I got it.
Shout out to Steven, and you still owe him some shit because he reached out to you and he was like, Kier didn't respond back. I was like, he's going to pull up at 7. Hit him up after the interview to remind him what you need.
Oh, yeah. Tell me to do that. Yeah, because I don't always check this thing. So just tell him whatever he needs, I'll get it to him. I didn't even know he needed something else.
Because you probably didn't read the email. I was like, oh.
You know me and emails.
That's
Come
fine.
on now.
That's fine. You know what? It's fine.
But you know I wasn't going to miss 7 o'clock, though. You know I wasn't going to miss 7 o'clock. You know I wasn't going to miss that.
You were late the last time I had you on my podcast, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, but don't even do that. Don't even do that. Don't even put that out there. Don't look. People think I'm great till you say something. Let them keep thinking I'm great. I'm always on time. Golly.
I'll have them hit you up. I'll have my people hit your people.
All the time, girl. Be careful.
You too. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Y'all be good.